Hey everybody, Mrmathblog here. This is our fourth lesson in chapter 6 on three-digit addition. So we're going to regroup the tens. So in the last lesson we regrouped the ones, and this lesson we're going to regroup the tens, which is the second digit over. And then don't forget, all your lessons can be found at www.mrmathblog.com. So I'm trying a new thing to drag this pencil across because you don't see my cursor. At least I don't. Maybe you guys do, but I don't. But I know you guys can see that. So anyway, here's our Common Core strand for our most awesome teachers. And our question here is, when do we regroup tens in addition? Sorry, a little tongue twister for me. So we're going to use this. This is a hundreds flat right here. We're going to use this tens strip right here and this one block right here to model the problem. And then we'll draw a quick picture. Boy, I'm having a hard time talking. We'll draw a quick picture to show what we did. Okay, so here's the first one right here. So on Monday, 253 students visited the cookie factory. I love cookies. On Tuesday, 324 students visited the cookie factory. How many students visited the factory on both those days? So, okay, so let's represent, we're going to represent 253 first. We'll do the hundreds. So we have 200, 5 tens, and 3 ones right there. That's what that says. Okay, so here's 200 right there. No, there's 100, sorry. There's 200 right there. Now let's do the 5, because it says to use these blocks right here, up here at the top. Sorry, let me grab that. It says to use these blocks to model the problem, and then after we use the blocks, we're going to draw a quick picture to show what we did. Okay, anyway. So here's 200. Let's draw 5 of these guys right here. So I'm going to draw 5 of these tens sticks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do, for 53, we're going to do 3 ones. So we'll do 3 of these little ones blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do the same thing for this 324. So I'll do 3 of these hundreds flats right here. We'll do 2 of these 10 strips. And then we'll do 4 of these ones right here, right below it. Okay, so here we go. 100, 200, 300. And then let's do the 20. So 10, 20, and then the 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right, so now let's draw a quick picture. Let's get the total first. Let's go ahead and add up the total right here. Okay, so how many hundreds do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 hundreds. Okay, tens, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 tens, so 5, 7. And it looks like there's 7 ones, so 5, 7, 7 is going to be our answer right there. Okay, all right, let's draw a quick picture and do the same thing. Okay, so there's 100, 200 for the 253. Here's for the tens blocks. Now we're going to draw 5 10 sticks. So remember how I've been showing you how to draw the 5. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Cross count them like that. It's easier to count by 5s if you see them like that. If you can start labeling them like that. Okay, and then we got to do the 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do the 324. 100, 200, 300, 20. So 1, 10, 20, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we add all of those together, we still get. Let's go ahead and count them up. We have 5 hundreds blocks. We have 7 tens, and then we have 7 ones. So we still get 577. Okay, so if you don't have these tools in your classroom, you can easily draw this. And if I was giving some sort of an assessment, in my high school they call them a test or a quiz, I would have my students drawing these right here. Okay. Okay, so explain how the quick picture showed what happened in the problem. Okay, so here was our quick picture then when we drew the quick picture right there. That's when we drew it out. Okay, so our quick picture showed the 200s, the 5 tens, and 2 ones, which it should be 3 ones right here. Let me change that right here. And 3 ones. I'll have to change that in the other part also. And then on the next day we had 300, 2 tens, and 4 ones. Okay, so here was the 300, here was the 2 tens, and then 4 ones right there. Okay, and then so that gave us a total of 577. So there are 500s, 7 tens, and 7 ones. Here's our 500s, here's our 7 tens, Here's our 7 ones. So 500, 7 tens, 7 ones gets us 577 right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and add 142 with 285. So we already drew a quick picture. So here's 100, 4 tens, 2 ones, and then 285, there's 200. So here, remember, this is 5 right here with that little cross stick right here. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 5 ones. Okay, so what we're first going to do is add the ones. So 2 plus 2 ones plus 5 ones equals 7 ones. Okay, so I highlighted the ones over here in red right here, and so we added 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, now when we add the tens, we get a 2-digit number right here. So let's go ahead and add the tens right here. So I'm going to add 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8 equals 12. Over here we have 12 tens sticks right there. So we're not going to write 12 right here. What we're going to do is regroup this and count this 1 in the hundred spot. So we're going to say that's going to be 102 tens. Okay, 12 tens is the same as 102 tens. Okay, so we'll regroup the 12 tens as 102 tens. Okay, so right there we regrouped them right here. So here's the 112 tens. Here's our 12 right here, or 2 tens. I'm sorry, 102 tens. And then look over here. These 10 of these 10 sticks made this this new 100s block right there. Okay, so 10 sticks makes a new hundreds block. If I had 10 ones sticks like we did in the last lesson, or 10 dots, or 10 one blocks, they made us a new tens block. But when we have 10 sticks, it makes us a new hundreds block. So 12, here's my 12 10 sticks. So 10 of them makes the hundreds block, and the other 2 makes the 2 tens right there. So 102 tens. Here's our 100, and then these leftover 2 tens right there. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to add the hundred. So we have this new carry right here, so we're going to add 1 plus 2 plus 1. So let's slide that up right there. Okay, and we'll just do that. We'll add the hundreds. So 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. So 4 hundreds right there, and here's our 400s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 427. Here's our 27 right there, and then so I'll just slide it up, make it a little bit smaller so we can see that right there. Okay, so we have 427 right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and add 347 with 291. So first we're going to add the 1. 7 plus 1 equals 8. Okay, and there was no carry. It's not a 2-digit number like 18, and we would have to carry 1 in the 10th spot for 18. But there's only 8, so there's no carry. Now let's go ahead and add. We're going to add now this the tens columns right here. So 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, so we're not going to write 13 right here. We're going to write the 3 right here and then carry the 1 in the hundred spot. So 13 tens is the same as 103 tens. So we'll put the 3 down here. Okay. All right, and then now we can go ahead and add the hundreds. So we have this carry from the 1, so we're going to add 1 plus 3 plus 2, and that'll give us our hundreds number right there, which is 6. 638. Okay, all right, let's do the same right here. Okay, let's go ahead and add 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. There's no 2 digits right there, so we just write 9 there. Okay, and then we're going to add the tens block. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 is a 2-digit number. So this 11, this represents the hundreds. There's 11 tens right there. Okay, so we're going to rewrite that as 10110. So we'll carry the 100 right there and the 110 down there. So we'll regroup that. The 11 tens is 100 and 110. Now we can add the hundreds column. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 plus 3 plus 3. 1 plus 1 plus 3. Sorry, is going to get us 5 right there. So 519. All right, let's try one more. Okay, let's go ahead and add. Sometimes we don't have any carries. I don't think there's any carries on this one. We're regrouping 8 plus 0 is 8 ones right there. Okay, nothing to carry. So now we're just going to add 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 tens. 3 tens plus 4 tens gets us 7 tens. Okay, and again, no carry. It's not a two-digit number. And then 5 plus 1 equals 6. Okay, so the only time we carry a number is if we get a two-digit number. And so if this was 17, then this would have been the 117. And if this would have been 18 ones, we would have carried the 1 in the tens column. But there wasn't any regrouping or any carrying on that. All right, you guys. That was one of my favorite shows growing up on Popeye the Sailor. All right, you guys, take care.